Hi, Shabbat Shalom, Makim Shabbat Shalom. I'm going to start by giving infinite honors and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Harakak Badash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well and are worthy of their double honors. Peace and blessings to you, Akim, pushing out this truth across the four corners during these last sects of time. All right, and as you can see on the screen, it's going to be another spiritual notification. All right, as you see on the screen, okay, Fortune.com, the U.S. wants to spend $52 billion, all right, and throughout this spiritual notification, all right, I'm going to say charagma, all right, I'm going to expound on Revelation 13:16, all right, and I'm going to, instead of the C word that you see, all right, see if I can highlight it. Instead of the C word that you see, I'm going to use charagma, all right, and we're going to get into the Lord willing this message be edifying. It says the U.S. wants to spend $52 billion to become a charagma powerhouse. It says experts say that hundreds of billions in decades is needed to crack its reliance on Asia. All right. It says the threat of China looms so large that it has united Washington in advancing discussions on funding an unprecedented package of subsidies for the U.S. semiconductor sector. Now, let's see what that package of subsidies consists of, man. All right. It says on Tuesday, the Senate voted 64-34 to advance debate on the Charagma Act. All right. You see that word right there, which we're going to get into. All right. It says a bill that earmarks $52 billion in incentives for charagma makers to build plants in the U.S. So they're funding, all right, this initiative to build plants within the United States, all right, that manufacture these RFIDs, okay? Basically, all right, now they're spending all this money. The U.S. has about $30 trillion in debt. So they're spending all this money, all right, to spearhead this initiative. But this initiative, all right, is biblical and it's scriptural, and we're going to get into that. But first, let me get this real quick. It's Sirach 12:10. It says, never trust thine enemy, right? Because throughout this course of history, Esau has given a false sense of leadership, man, all right? Look what he did to the so-called Native American Indians, all right, which are Gadites, according to the Bible. Look what he did with the so-called Negroes, man. All right, so-called Latin tribes, man. All right, the whole stick as a whole, man. Southern and Northern Kingdom. All right, he's always throwing rocks, hiding his hand. All right, he's always come with ulterior motives. So they're masking, all right, this agenda as something that's going to be beneficial for society and help the society become great again. All right, get out of inflation and so on and so forth. All right, but the scriptures tell you what, to never trust thine enemy. For like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, right? They humble themselves, so-called, go crouching with policies, all right, different incentives, all right, different packages and things like that, man. But their inward thought and their agenda underlying is what? To require all to receive this, man, this mark, man. All right? Salakia, well, hey, man, if they flag it, if they strike this down, man, you'll know that, all right, this is truth, man. All right, because they usually flag videos down for using that C word or that MOTB word, man. All right, but it says, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust had not been altogether wiped away. Now, how do you take heed of this devil, man? Prophecy. All right, this truth, the scriptures, man. It breaks it down for you who this devil is, man. All right, let's get a little bit more into this article. It says, on Tuesday, the Senate voted 64-34 to advance debate on the Charagma Act, a bill that earmarks $52 billion in incentives for charagma makers to build plants in the U.S., viewed by many in Washington as critical to shoring up American supply chains and U.S.'s ability to counter China in the global tech arms race. So they're competing against China, saying, well, you know what, China's up to date. China's doing these things. All right, China is going to do away with with their currency, man. They're done away with it, man. All right. In America, this dollar is decreasing and decreasing, man. That's why you see the prices going up. All right. You see the scarcity of goods, the inflation levels going up, man, because this dollar is about to crash, man. All right. Get this real quick. Zephaniah. Zephaniah 1 and 10, and it shall come to pass in that day, said the Lord, that there should be a noise of a cry from the fish gate. And what's the fish gate talking about? Well, where the course of businesses, all right, happen. The economy, man. Commerce, all right. Goods are traded and sold, man. The stock market, it says, and in howling from the second and a great crashing from the hills. That's right, man. That crashing from the hills is going to be that stock market crashing, man. NASDAQ, Dow, all right, numbers fluctuating up and down. You see those graphs, those charts. What do they look like? Hills, man. It's going to be a crashing from that. This society is going to totally collapse, all right? Esau is going to come with order out of chaos, man. Going to throw that chaos in and try to come with that order of this charagma, man. All right. See, it says that the Charagmas Act is about national security, right? See, that's that deception, man. It's about national security. All right. You will own nothing and be happy, man. All right. But it says, which we can't put a price on, right? Because that dollar is going to go away with. It's going to go from it's going to go to digital, man. It says U.S. Commerce Secretary Gina Raimondo told PBS on Tuesday, we need to make more of these charagmas on our shores to protect our people, Raimondo said. Charagmas advocates say the funding will lessen America's reliance on Asian charagma suppliers, a crucial vulnerability that China could exploit and rebuild its once powerful charagmas manufacturing sector. Right, man, that's the end of the article. Let's get into some more scriptures, man. Let's get that word, all right? It's Revelation. Let's see where I'm going to start at. Chapter 13, I'm going to start at verse 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And what's that image, man? All right, EU and the NATO, all right? And they're forcing this Revelation 13 to 16 into play, man. With all this hell breaking loose. And the scriptures speak clearly on these things, man. All right. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak. And we see that life, all right, being given unto this image by you so-called Native Americans, Latinos, and Negroes, man. You going down to Egypt for help, all right. You took this juice, okay, this that jump shot, okay. You trust in your oppressor. You trust in the society and your goods and your households more than the Lord, man. All right, so you're giving life to the image. You ain't giving life to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, and it's truth, man. It says, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. That's right, man, because they're going to crack down this society. And this is a part of it, man. That $52 billion incentive, man, is a part of their crackdown, all right, to cause that as many that don't worship that image and their agenda to be killed, man. And we know they're going to attack the men of the Lord, all right, the righteous, those that speak out against this truth. Speak out against this world, Salakia, that speak for this truth. Verse 16, and he calls it all, both small and great, meaning what? From your so-called, what you see, homeless people on the side of the highways, all right, to your high upper echelon celebrities, man. All, man, all right? Both rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, man. All right, they're going to implement this within the penal systems, all right, the prison systems, okay? They're going to implement this within the school system. It's going to be on all levels. It's going to be, the society as a whole is going to be functioning, all right, off of this incentive, all right, this charagma, okay? It says, and he calls it all, so he's not leaving any room for so-called error, man. In the sight of Esau Edom, right? He wants to cover all bases. He wants to put this charagma, all right, inside of everybody, man. It says, and let's get that, Let me read it over. Revelation 13:16. He calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. I said it again, but let's get that word, man. All right, Lord willing, they don't flag this video. Right, Strong's G5480. charagma. It says a stamp, an imprinted mark of the mark stamp on the forehead or the right hand as the badge of the followers of the anti-Mashiach. That's right, man. Imprinted on the forehead or the right hand, man. Okay? So they're going to require you to receive this in your forehead or your right hand. We know what through prophecy and with the things that's been going on in the scene, all right, we've seen, that's why it says those miracles, man, because he's doing what? Ultimately telling people that, okay, you have a mental illness, you have a brain issue, all right, you take this charagma, okay, and you'll be fully functioning, man, all right. It says the mark branded upon horses, thing carved, sculpture, graven work of idolatrous image, and those that take this are going to be considered idolatrous image, man. All right. It says the mark branded upon horses, man. So this devil sees this society as goyim, man, cattle. All right. You're expendable. You're worthless. That's why he wants to put this charagma inside of you, man. That's why he wants to have full, total control over you, man. Your thoughts, your like it's going to say, verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. That's right, man. So you're not going to be able to buy. You're not going to be able to sell. You're not going to be able to trade. You're not going to be able to go into your bank and withdraw your funds or put a deposit in. You're not going to be able to go into buildings, into courthouses, all right, into your own dwelling, man, because they're going to be enforcing this, man, in this society. They're going to try to fully implement this thing. But we know Yahweh Shem Yahushai, all right, has reserved a remnant to get the victory over this beast, man, as it's going to say. All right, let me get it real quick. Revelation 15:2, it says, and I saw as it were a sea of glass mingled with fire, all right. Between America, you have what? The Atlantic and Pacific Ocean. All right, it's going to be a sea of fire, man, between those bodies of water. But it says, and them that had gotten the victory over the beast and over his image, and that sea of glass is talking about the bottom of the chariots, man. We're going to be beamed up, all right? Scriptures tell you the righteous shall be scarcely said. We're going to be beamed up, and we're going to view America being finished off in that great fathership, those chariots, man, we so-called UFOs. And it says, and them that had gotten the victory over the beast, you see that image, EU and the NATO, all right, American and his European allies. It says, and over his image and over his charagma, what we just went into, right, that imprinted stamp, and over the number of his name, stand on a sea of glass having the harps of the Most High. So we're gonna be rejoicing, man, that we got the victory over this devil, man, who tried to pollute us, who tried to defile us, man, with this charagma, man. All right, we're gonna get the victory. If we stay steadfast, all right, and we stay girded up in this truth, we're gonna get the victory over this society. Point blank, period. Lord willing, this message was edifying. I'm gonna say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Call Allah Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, by Shem Harakak Wadash. Double honors to the Apostle Great Millstone, who rule well and teach well, and are worthy of their double honors. Peace and blessing to you, Akim, pushing out this truth across the four corners during these last 6 of time. Kwam Yashala, Shalom.